Growing up in Acworth was, I guess you could say, very fun. Like in the community I was raised in, we had pretty much everything in the community. Well, in fact, I went first through the fourth grade at Roberts School. That was doing segregation. I think in '66 or '67, we was told we could go to Acworth at that time, or we could stay at Roberts for another year, but after that year it was going to close, period. So it was only about 3 that I remember chose to go to Acworth, and the rest of us stayed to the final year. Well, it was different. I don't say good or bad. It wasn't really bad for me. It was just different. Now, it was bad for some of the other kids. Some of the other kids experienced things that I didn't experience. So, for instance, in one of the classes, when the teacher was asking the question, and so the guy answered the question, and the teacher got mad at him for answering the question. She actually got mad at the class because they allowed a young black kid to come and answer the questions yeah. So, but that kind of set him in he withdrew from answering any questions. So that was kind of damaging to him. But at my age, we'd already, as kids, most of us already played together. Even though we went to Roberts School, in the community. Yeah, in the community, we come downtown, we play, and most of them live on the outskirts. I was raised in what we call the block, and that was actually the black community. And then just right across the street is white community, so they kids, we all played together when we got to schools and stuff like that. So that was our first encounter. We had played together periodically anyway, so it wasn't a big transition for the kids. Now for the teachers it was. I didn't think about it much at the time. Yeah, no. I got to do whatever I wanted to do, so I was enjoying life. A lot of big box stores when I was coming up we didn't have. When I was coming up, Main Street was pretty much all you had. But we had everything we needed on Main Street. You had Eaton's, Mr. Green's, Allen 5 and 10, then you had the furniture stores, the grocery store battles, and then you had, the pharmacies. But then over the years, Acworth grew, annexed and grew out and grew out. So it's changed tremendously. It's a little more dense than it was. I don't know, I could be proud of a lot of things. Just how the community have evolved. It was nice when I was coming up, but it's even nicer now. You hear people talk about Acworth and they don't say nothing but good things about it. I'm sure we have our faults like everybody else. But just to hear people talk about it, they say, man, y'all doing a great job there in Acworth. Acworth, it's county 160 from what I was as a little kid. As a kid, when we used to go out of town, we'd go to places like Cartersville and Marietta, and they would talk about Acworth. It was a one-horse town. You only got one red light. You don't have this. It was kind of like that, but now, and that was a driving force for me. But now it's different. When you go out, man, y'all doing great things in Acworth. Acworth got this, it got that. So it's come full circle.